And I said, because he had asked me, do I want to sign a deal with Def Jams or do I want to stay independent? So at this time, I don't know why what came out of my mouth came out the way it did, but this is what I said. I said, what's up, guys? It's your girl, No Shade. If this is your first time here, thank you so much. If it's not, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with me. Today, we're going to talk about the day that Def Jam called me. Yes, they called me. Crazy. Let's get into it. If you've been following my journey on YouTube and on Instagram, you would understand why Def Jam calling me was a huge deal. So, Def Jams is an American record label that was founded by Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons, and they've taken in artists such as Logic, Big Sean, Danny Lay, Kanye West, and the list goes on. So, when they called me, I was in shock. Well, not at first. If you know me, you know that I do not pick up random numbers. I barely pick up people's number that I do know. I'm bad with talking on the phone. I hate talking on the phone. Really hate talking on the phone. So if you got something to tell me, just text me. I usually reply. Sometimes I don't. I'm just bad in general talking to people. I'm gonna just say that. So I get a call from a random number and I'm like, I'm about to pick this number up. So I don't pick up the number and I'm just like, whatever. Continue watching TV with my nephew. We're watching one of his favorite shows. He's all into it. Giddy. I'm feeding him Cheerios so he'll stop crying. Then a couple minutes later, I get a text message. See? I get a text message and it says, Def Jam, please call. When I tell you that I saw that message and I was freaking out, like I was literally freaking out. There's not a lot of things in life that freak me out, but when Def Jam called me, I was freaking out. So I took a couple of minutes to recollect myself because I don't want to get on the phone acting all crazy, right? So I call them back and I'm like, hey, I just got a call from this number saying they were Def Jam, blah, 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 blah. So the man was like, hi, how are you? My name is James. I think he said his name was James. And he was like, straight to the point. How old are you? I'm like, oh, I'm 26. He said, okay, is this the manager number or the artist number? Like, this is the artist number. And he said, okay, well, I'll call you back. And then I was like, okay. And then, bam, that was the conversation. And I was like, oh, shit. I hope that wasn't the end of the conversation. I hope he'll call me back. And after that, I'm still sitting there like, yeah, you get the point. I'm still freaking out. And then he sends me a text message. I'll call you back in 10 minutes. I'm like okay. Yeah, I'm freaking out. Like, it was the most insane thing. Like, when you think your life is about to change for good, the emotions that you've never, ever encountered before just start to flow. So, of course, 10 minutes go by and I'm still like, looking at my phone, making sure it's charged. Like, I am not about to miss this opportunity. This is about to be great. So then 10 minutes go by, 15 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by, 40 minutes go by. An hour goes by, 2 hours go by, 3 hours go by.
Hours later.
And I'm just like, so much for 10 minutes later. So much for my life changing and me being a superstar. It was just like, I was all the way here on this high. And as the minutes went by, it was just like, all right, get my butt back to reality now. But then, out of nowhere, my phone rings and guess who it is? Def Jam. So of course I wasn't at home at the time he called. We were down on Melrose, I think, going around shopping for cool, exquisite outfits for my sister for her birthday celebration. Pick up the phone and he was like, okay, this is James. Again, he asked me, is this the manager or the artist? I'm like, this is the artist. He said, okay, well, do you want to sign a deal with Def Jam? And I said, because he had asked me, do I want to sign a deal with Def Jams or do I want to stay independent? So at this time, I don't know what came out of my mouth came out the way it did, but this is what I said. I said, either way is fine with me as long as it works out for me in the end. And he was like, okay, I don't understand what that means, but I don't know who he said he gonna let know, like production. And I was like, alrighty. And that was the end of that conversation. And as soon as I hung up, I was like, shit, why didn't I just say yes? Why did I have to be so extra? Like, my life could have changed for the better. You've been trying to sign a deal your whole friggin' career, and this might have been the moment that you signed the deal and you said, well, I might, whatever works best for me at the end. You know what? The moral of the story is that you should never settle for anything mediocre. Because now that I look back at the conversation that I did have with this James character, the conversations were short. The conversations weren't really welcoming, and it just felt rushed. Like, how do you expect somebody to make that kind of decision in a split second? That is something that you make somebody feel comfortable with doing. It seems so rushed from the jump. Like, every conversation we had was probably less than a minute long. Even artists nowadays, big artists, are having issues with their record labels. So if I had started out with Def Jams or the Imposters, I don't know. If I had started out with them and took the deal because everyone at my level wants to take a deal right now, I might have been stuck in a situation or in a contract 4 years from when they called me and been fighting my whole career about that contract, wanting it to be over. So sometimes it's best to just go along your way, do things as independently as you can, build your foundation solid, have good people around you, and then be able to make a good decision when the time comes. That is my story time about the day Def Jam called me and I thought my life was gonna change forever. I thought I was gonna be a superstar in 2019. But look, we still working hard. We still getting where we need to get to. I'm so grateful for all the opportunities I've been able to get up to this point, and the opportunities that keep coming. And even on Quarantina trying to hold us back. She can never hold us back. She can't hold us back. So all my artists out there, to all the musicians, to all the creatives, if you're doing art, if you're doing music, if you're an entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Don't let something hold you back from even starting today. Like, this is, I think, my 4th video. And I wasn't going to keep making videos, but I feel like this is something I need to let out. If I don't let these out, they're just gonna stay in. It's not gonna help nobody. So that's why I do videos on YouTube. But we have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe down below. Is it this corner? I think it's this corner. I always point that one. I think it's this one. Please subscribe down below. Like, share, comment. Let me know what y'all want to say. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Ooh, let me know. Okay, I'm done.